Real women murders, not fiction. Love women, don't kill them. Giving real women, unknown women, recognition to the world. Please support our channel and please subscribe.
Police are investigating a shooting in Avondale that has a pregnant mother fighting for her life at UC Medical Center. Let's go out to Kendall Hyde, who joins us now with the latest. Kendall.
Yeah, Candace, as you see, we moved things over to UC Medical Center, and they cleared out the scene about 8:40, but the shooting happened around 6 p.m. And let me set the scene for you just a little bit, because we had yellow tape surrounding a 3 to 4 block radius with several shell casings covering the ground. And this all took place in between a park where kids were playing and a retirement home.
I heard five shots. Then, I used to look closer. Then there's another 5 shot.
According to Cincinnati police, those shots hit a 34-year-old pregnant woman around 6 p.m. on Harvey and Rockdale in the Avondale neighborhood. The woman was sent to UC Medical Center, where at last check, CPD says she was in critical condition. And this is a photo of the car that the pregnant mother was in Saturday evening. And as you can see, several bullet holes filled the passenger side of the car. And hours after the shooting, 3 shell casings were still on the street. In the summer months, Willie Thomas sits on his porch, which happens to be the scene of Saturday's shooting. And as several feet of yellow tape stretches from his home to the park across the street, he tells Fox 19 those bullets were close to hitting several kids playing basketball.
A lot of youngsters was on the ground, and that's when they got up and started running every direction.
You can't sit where you live at. You ain't safe at home. You ain't safe nowhere. They shooting like they ain't got no daggone sense.
Longtime Avondale resident Jackie Malachi was on her way home when the shots rang out, and says this is becoming a common occurrence in the neighborhood.
Like every other day. That's all you hear is constant shooting at the nighttime, the day. They don't care. They do it in the daytime. It's ridiculous.
While police have not released the name or age of the shooting victim, Malachi says she no longer feels safe in the neighborhood and wants her neighbors to help step up.
And something need to be done. I don't know what, but we all need to get together and do something, because our kids should be able to go and play in a daggone park. It's summertime.
And Candace, at this time, CPD has not made any arrests or knowing who the suspect is in this shooting, and they're asking for your help at home to please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040. Once again, that phone number for Crime Stoppers is 513-352-3040. Reporting to you live at UC Medical Center, Kendall Hyde.
Babies survive.
WCPO 9 News reporter Taylor Nimmo joining us live from the hospital with more on that baby's condition tonight. Taylor?
Police are calling this a horrific incident. Now, they say the baby is here at Cincinnati Children's Hospital and in critical condition as of Sunday evening. And I spoke with a neighbor who says he still can't believe something like this happened. Officers responded to the intersection of Rockdale and Harvey Avenue just before 5:30 Saturday evening for reports of a shooting. Police say someone drove Nia Booker to UC Medical Center with critical injuries. She died soon after her arrival. Kenneth Merritt lived just down the street from Booker and would see her in passing.
Right here at her door, at her house, in her yard with her kids.
Merritt says he saw the incident on the news, but didn't realize it was his own neighbor who was killed.
Devastating. I mean, that makes me feel, that's devastating to hear that. Knowing that I know it, I didn't know it was her that was the victim, but I didn't know that.
Merritt says something needs to be done so innocent people stop getting killed.
Stuff like this shouldn't be happening, but it is. But we need to do something about it. They need, something, to stop all this violence.
Avondale peace advocate Quentin Taylor says enough is enough.
I hate it. It come to this with all this violence. I just want a lot of these guns out the streets.
Taylor says he believes it takes all of us in order to put an end to the gun violence in our city.
The community leaders and the parents and all of us have to get together and stop some of these kids from these guns.
And Merritt is calling on action from city leaders.
Need to do something down at City Hall or whatever it takes to get the message out.
Cincinnati police tell me their homicide unit is working hard to determine who shot Booker. They have not released any information about a suspect. Reporting live from Cincinnati Children's Hospital, Taylor Nimmo, WCPO.
Leaving a pregnant 34-year-old mother dead while medics are fighting to keep the baby alive.
This is the second deadly shooting of a pregnant woman in Cincinnati in the past month.
So the woman's family spoke today only with Fox 19 Now's Kendall Hyde.
That's right. They tell us that woman is 34-year-old Nia Booker, and on top of her being murdered on Saturday, they said she had 3 of her 4 kids in the car at the time of the shooting.
Her 9-year-old called 911, but she couldn't tell them where she was, and she saw her mother get shot. And she saw her mother slump over.
At 6 p.m. on Saturday, Cincinnati police responded to reports of shots fired at the intersection of Rockdale and Harvey Avenues in the city's Avondale neighborhood. Once on the scene, police found a pregnant 34-year-old mother, Nia Booker, on the passenger side of the car, suffering from gunshot wounds, and was rushed to UC Medical Center, where she died. Her 3 children in the car were not hurt. Darlene Booker Powell is Nia's mother and says her daughter was headed to the world's largest garage sale with a family friend who was driving her and her children when a gunman pulled up and fired several shots into the passenger side. And a witness on the scene shared a picture of the car Booker was in at the time of the shooting.
There's not a concern for life. There used to be a code about this kind of thing where, people are protected in it. Now there's nothing. It's senseless.
Her family says she was a single mother who for the past 16 years worked as a nurse's aide and was never involved in gang activity. Her mother Darlene and cousin Ryan says nobody in their family is involved in the street life, and both believe she was not the intended target in Saturday night's shooting. But Ryan says his cousin's unthinkable murder serves as a wake-up call.
Something like this could happen to anybody. And It's not just the responsibility of one particular community to fix this. It's all of our problem. Because if you go out thinking that this couldn't happen to my family, that's for somebody else, it's not true. That's not a call I was expecting to get on Saturday.
Darlene says for the past 72 hours, she's been filled with mixed emotions and prays that the gunman turns himself in or is arrested.
You took my only baby, and I'll be at the court. I'll be everywhere I need to be. If I'm not there, one of my support systems will be there, because I'll be raising 5 kids.
And now the family tells me, Rob and Tricia, that they are having ICU. Their baby, is in the ICU fighting for its life. As far as the suspect in this case goes, police said they do not have any leads and are asking you back home to please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040. Once again, that phone number is 513-352-3040. For now, reporting to you live in Fairfield Town.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.